Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks for Samsung Galaxy M55 5G. The first thing that I want to show you is the app data usage. We can check that by going to settings. In the settings we want to go to connections, and over here we have data usage. Here we can see the overall usage of mobile data. We can also tap on mobile data usage over here in order to see more details. We can also switch the period over here. And if we go back, then at the bottom we have the same thing but for Wi-Fi, and over here we can see what uses the most Wi-Fi across the whole smartphone, which apps take the most, use the most Wi-Fi. Another thing that we can do is enable LDAC audio codec for our Bluetooth device. So let me actually use my earbuds. After we connect the headphones or earbuds or something similar to our device, then we can go to connections. Now let's go to Bluetooth, and over here we want to tap on this gear icon over here on the right side, and here we should be able to enable and disable the LDAC audio codec. However, this seems to be a little bit buggy from time to time on this device. Sometimes you need to reconnect in order to have this option, and there we go. Now you can see we have the LDAC. So if you are not seeing this option and you are sure that the Bluetooth device supports it, then you might need to disconnect and connect one more time, and over here you can tap on this slider in order to activate the high quality audio codec. While still being in the settings, we can also check the screen time and most used apps. So what we need to do is go to digital well-being and parental controls over here. And here we can tap on this first panel in order to see how much time we spend on specific things. So if we go to social, then over here we can see how much time we spent on social apps. And we can also switch to apps over here in order to see more. Instead of categories. So here we have the detailed list of how much time we spent. Over here, of course, it says today, but we can also swipe in order to go back to previous days or previous weeks actually. So let's go back. For most used apps over here, we have the information as well. So here we can see apps that we use the most. We can tap over here, and essentially we go back to the same panel as before, but here we have like a small summary of the most used apps. And while still being here, we can also scroll down to find the driving monitor, which is a pretty cool feature that we might want to use if we tend to use our smartphone when we are driving. So over here you can turn this option on in order to go through the process of enabling this option. After enabling the services, we can go back and tap on driving monitor one more time, and then over here we have focus on your driving. So we can start this option. We can exclude apps that we don't want to use while driving, and so on and so forth. So this is a pretty cool feature as well. And now if we go back, and the next thing that I want to show you is the option to scan for unknown trackers. This time we want to go to safety and emergency, and over here we want to go to unknown tracker alerts. And over here we can scan for manually scan for trackers nearby. And let's see if we actually can detect something. I don't think there should be something detected, but we can still verify this. And as you can see, no track is detected, so pretty good. This is how we can scan these things. Another thing is the magnification, so the option to zoom in on our screen. In order to access it, we need to go to accessibility. So there we go. And over here choose interaction and dexterity. And here, if we scroll down, sorry, I don't think it's here. Okay, so actually we need to go to vision enhancement, so this is my bad. Over here we can scroll down, and here we can find magnification, where we can enable the shortcut, and over here we have the instruction how we can use it. So we need to hold volume up and down buttons in order to zoom in. So let's actually try this out, if it works. Or let's actually go inside to see how it works. Select actions you can use to start using magnification. We can also use the accessibility button, so let's actually use this one. And over here in the bottom right corner we can see this little person icon, and there we go. We can now zoom in, we can reposition it. So if you want to read something that is using a small font, then this is how we can do this. We can zoom in even more and zoom out. Pretty good. Tap on the person one more time in order to deactivate it. A really cool feature. The next thing is the voice access, and this time we're gonna go to the interaction and dexterity, and it is over here. So if you install voice access, because I think this option is not really available from the beginning, but if you go there for the first time, you should be asked to install an app for this feature, and then you can turn this on, and you can pretty much use the voice, your voice, in order to navigate through your device. So if you allow it, then we can tap on this button, and whenever we say something, then the smartphone will do that. So let's say I'm gonna tap here. Over here we have some example commands, but let's say if we say go back, and there we go back. So we can essentially navigate through the device by using our voice. Go home. Go home. There we go. So this is a pretty cool feature. If you want to turn this off, then you can go to notifications and then tap on voice access in order to pause it. Let's go back to the settings and let's turn this off. Another thing that I want to show you that is pretty cool is the split screen. So if you open the background apps, then you can tap on the icon of the app, and then you have option to open the app in split screen view, and then you can open another app and use two apps at the same time. In addition to that, in the same spot, so in the background apps, we can also select the pop-up view, which looks like this. So this is like a floating app thing. We can move it around like so. Pretty cool as well. The next thing is always on display. On this device we have AOD available, so if you want to, you can customize it as you wish, and you can download a custom theme as well in order to use it. But essentially we can go to the settings, and in the settings, if we go to lock screen and AOD, then over here we can enable and disable AOD if it's not enabled. We can also tap on the name in order to see some more information and some settings for the AOD. And the next thing is the notification pop-up style. We can adjust this by going to notifications in the settings. Whoops, sorry, not this one, notifications. And here we have notification pop-up style. This looks pretty cool. We have two options. We can use a brief one or a detailed one. I prefer the brief one, but if you want to, then of course you can switch to the other one. And here we can, for instance, change the edge lighting style. Over here we'll see the preview how it looks like. We can select a different effect. We can also select the color. So let's say we can set it to orange. And it's really cool. It allows you to customize your notifications pretty well. The Eclipse, I think, is the most visual one. And once you are done with the settings, you can just tap done. And we can also color by keywords, so we can create custom colors based on what we receive, what type of notifications we receive. The next thing is the edge panel. So if this time we go to display, and here we have edge panels, we can enable this option, and the edge panel can be accessed by the sliding like so. So I don't know if you noticed, but over here we have like a small rectangle here. Maybe in the home screen it will be visible a little bit more, and essentially we can swipe over here in order to have a quick access to some apps. We can also customize it and adjust it so we can have anything we want. Here we have some apps that are added, that are there pretty much all the time. So let's say Spotify, what else we can add? Messages, maybe not this one, but this one, and let's say I don't know, like Facebook, because why not? We can add up to 4 apps, I think, or even more. Yeah, I think we can add even more, so then we can scroll. I think the first 3 over here at the top are the recently used, and those are like pinned or your favorites. So this is also a pretty cool thing to use, and we can also reposition it, move it to the other side, I think. We can also tap on the setting over here in order to decide what we want to actually have in this panel. So we have apps, people, smart select, tasks, weather, some tools, reminder, clipboard. So yeah, it's really great. Now, another thing that I want to show you is the object eraser feature in the gallery. So if you have a photo that you want to edit, then you can tap on this pen in the gallery. And now over here you want to switch to Let me actually try to find it. I think it's over here. Yeah, so we need to tap on this icon on the right side, and over here we have the object eraser, which is a really cool feature if you want to edit your photos. So let's say I want to get rid of this QR code. I can select the area. Now it is highlighted. I can press erase, and after a few seconds the object should be gone, and there we go. Now as you can see, there's also some shadows. I can select them as well, and then they should be selected. I can erase them, and there we go. Now we don't have any shadows. Pretty cool feature that allows you to edit your photos and fix some things that shouldn't be on the photo. Now, the next thing that I want to show you, the last two things actually that I want to show you, are in the camera. This is a pretty cool tip to know, I believe, and that is the volume buttons shortcut. So if we go to camera settings, we can go down to shooting methods, and over here we have press volume buttons too, and here we can select take picture or record video. So this is the default option. We can also set it to zoom in and or out. So if you want to zoom in and out quickly with the volume buttons, then this is how we can do this. And we can also disable any additional option or the shortcut and set the control the system volume. So this is the one that we use outside the camera, right? Yeah. And the last thing is the camera GIFs, or actually the option to create GIFs. So if we go to the swipe shoulder button too, over here by default we have take burst shot, but we can also create GIFs like that. So if you wish to create your own GIFs, then you can just swipe and then you will create a GIF. Pretty cool feature, definitely worth checking out. And as you can see, this is how it looks like. So of course I didn't record anything like spectacular or anything. This is just to showcase how it works. Pretty cool thing. Thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next videos. Bye!